Hello, beautiful people. It's so wonderful to see you all here with us today on this magical day of gratitude. So happy Thanksgiving to those of you who are celebrating that today in a formal sense, but I always feel, well, every moment is an opportunity to give thanks, isn't it? So thank you, all of you, for being here, being part of this beautiful energy, this pure love frequency, and everything that comes with that. Hmm. We had a little walk on the beach this afternoon, and as we were coming back, the sun was setting and it was a bit stormy, or kind of cloudy, but really mild and quite beautiful. And I was remembering a time, and you asked me to share it. It was one morning when I was living in Australia. So this was probably early 2000s, and I was traveling through Paris on my way back to Oz. And I had a big suitcase full of stuff. And this was the rush hour in Paris, like 8 o'clock on the metro, hundreds of thousands of people on the move. And there was this huge staircase that I had to carry this big suitcase all the way up. And there's just people going past me. And this guy stopped and lifted one end of the suitcase and helped me all the way to the top of the staircase. And of course, I thanked him in French, merci beaucoup. And he put his hand on my arm and looked me right in the eyes and just said, "Il y a pas de mal. There's no harm." Like, as in, you're welcome. Just, please, just this is a shared moment. This is life, giving to life. And as I shared it, I had this feeling of the angels that come to us. Sometimes in life, the angels come as clouds or as birds, and sometimes they come in human form and they give us these gifts that let us know that we're seen, this gift of presence and of connection. And, 30 odd years later, something like that, 20 odd years later, I still remember him. I still remember him in that gift, in that moment. And makes me think about those times that we've been that angel for someone else as well, given them a gift of presence and connection in a moment. And gratitude for that. It's just so much gratitude that we can be that angel for someone else. So, thank you again for being here today. Didgeridoo dreaming is something that we do in the constellation, in our membership constellation, and it felt so joyful to open it up today. Megan is here, and you just felt moved, didn't you? To like, oh, I'll come and bring my presence. So that's a treat, a real treat. And also want to let you know something that's happening in December that Megan will be creating. Do you want to say anything about it?
You sounds like you're on a good flow.
Okay.
Like
So
to hear.
there are some foundational practices that Megan's introduced me to that's been part of your life for a long time to do with the voice. And, we talk about presence. The voice tells everything about how present we are. And as a way to hold our vibration and come into alignment, it's so, so powerful. So Megan's creating a 6-meeting little program in December. It's not a little program, a beautiful expansion into a whole new universe of being. It's called Your Vibrational Bliss. I'll drop a link into the chat. You can check it out. And it would be lovely to have you with us on that journey. So I'll just drop that in. There we go. Voila. So today, this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are, in your time of your day, here's an opportunity to come into a dreaming space. To remember that we are not living in a material universe, as much as we are part of a thought, part of a dreaming, a beautiful ancestral dreaming. And as we come into presence together, we can remember ourselves within the dreaming, both as the dreamed and the dreamer. And all of this is present with us as we journey together today. So I invite you to sit back and receive and allow whatever wants to come through. If you wish to bring through your voice, to play didgeridoo, to play your drum, to bring into your awareness the angels who are part of your life. However you wish to receive it, please feel free.
And if you don't have a didgeridoo to play, my niece taught us how to make a didgeridoo at age 2, was it? We found her sitting on the bottom of the stairs with the inside of a kitchen towel, the cardboard bit
tube.
inside.
Yeah.
And she was so if you fancy a little didgeridoo session and you've got some kitchen towel, then that could be your way in.
Yeah. Not sure deeply blissful was the
Not-
state
yeah.
I was in as I listened to it, but it was joyful. That's for sure. Very, very joyful.
I'd like to add as well to that story. The reason I asked Olivier to bring that story just now, when he told it, I felt like this this moment of peace, like this presence of peace. Like no matter what's going on in the chaos and the busyness, that connection, and that connection, of course, can be made within ourselves, but especially when we meet that connection with somebody else, it's just like this. I was imagining it like, with this, each of us, if we imagine that we have this great ocean, and a connection like that is like a drop in that ocean. And all these connections, whether they're with a person or in nature or just like so joyful for your morning coffee or whatever it is, it's like all these drops in your ocean that just create such blissful little bubbles that we can keep revisiting. And they add to, and they enhance, and they flavor in different ways our ocean that we hold all the time. So I just really loved that story because it gave me an immediate sense of that. So you might wish to have just an openness, not to go searching for, but just kind of an openness to those drops in your ocean that just bring such joy and have given you just, wow, what a beautiful, magical miracle. Because we all have them, we all know them. So.
And the phrase, the ocean refuses no river, comes to mind, that within our own ocean, to accept and allow all of us, every aspect of ourselves, all that we are, into the ocean of our beingness.
I'd love to just share a little something else actually that happened today. It's kind of a personal thing in a way, but so I got a bit cross today. I was a bit upset about something that Olivier had done, and it was like it just kind of touched on a point that was kind of a little sort of vulnerable kind of Uchi point. And it was so interesting while it was happening. It was like that ocean kind of analogy that we've used before, spoken about before, of like the waves coming in across the ocean. But actually there's this depth that is always there. Like the body of the ocean isn't really raging. It's so peaceful, but it's kind of this top stuff, like the emotions that move through us. And I was literally like, as I was kind of like just letting the stuff come through and express itself, I was also just feeling like, man, I could just burst into hilarious laughter right now. I felt all this joy bubbling up. And it was that kind of like two sides of the coin, one thing happening in that moment, that actually the most real thing here is connection and total joy. Like it really doesn't matter about the stuff. But yeah, it was kind of curious to experience the two things really in such sharp focus. So I just, for myself, I'm just saying thank you for recognizing that the stuff that we think is really like is can really bring us to a point of freedom and realization. So,
Megan, can I say something here? Just what you
please.
described, I'm really feeling now that anything, whatever is there, is, we almost are separate from it. It has a life of its own. It will come up to be seen, and you have to just almost stand back and watch and laugh, because you cannot. I mean, you cannot pretend to be in a nice mood if something else is going on. That's what it feels. The energy is moving so quickly that you're like, what? And all this stuff comes up, but it moves. You move it like it goes very, very quickly. It just pops up, whoa, and then you almost have that simultaneous, experience of it, and the separation and the laughter, the whole, from the wholeness of who you are at the same time. Yeah, and it's almost, yeah, it's sort of laughable. But yeah, I've been experiencing the same things, probably not the exact same, but but that kind of thing with this fast, big energy. It's just all of this stuff is, yeah, and you can kind of watch it like a cartoon. It's like, it's not really, it doesn't belong to you really. It's on its way out. Yeah.
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 And it wants to get away from you. That's why it's
sure.
So I just let it go, man.
Yeah. And run away. Yeah.
Like the Roadrunner, is that the character?
Yeah.
He never gets caught. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
one more thing, the story about being on the metro in Paris. I had a similar experience on the tube in London, maybe almost 10 years ago. And I had my two children with me who were little at the time. And I was carrying a folded up buggy and a bag, and the two children were holding each other, and I had a backpack on my back. And this was to go up and down the stairs. So I had to carry the buggy. And I felt the bag on my back lighten. And, you're in London, there's, thousands of people on the tube, and your mind could go, when you said, as Pam Al or something, it was, also the literal translation of that, you could be oppressed by all these people and see it as, oh, there's some sort of threat. But no, the bag lifted and somebody walked all the way to the train, holding the weight of behind me, holding the weight of my bag.
Wow.
Now, similar experience, but there's the humanity that's there for us all. Anyway, I just wanted to.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica.
No.
Thank you. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, those unseen ones, who just come and lift the weight for us.
Yeah.
Literally.
Gorgeous, literally. Yeah. Wow. Perfect. So let's go in. If you wish to keep your camera on, it's lovely to see you. If you wish to turn it off and go deep, please do. And see you on the other side in a little while. And I'll see you in there. Okay. Bless you.
etimoyo anyeng ba ye Dia aunina tira etiano yeso amimba etininga etiuro timo etianinga asira enimo ina etiuro amimba etiana ekayo nyomo asena etia uyukoi ma otie Dia moya tanina yesera tanendera chonya mahinga ye Dia mora nyanga sera tantiara tianane Dia moya ngayeta ya suimaya na eka moya tanya sumayeta nyungoma na ya takshua wani ninga ye ya hua hua Nyangora tiene nyandara tiene saronya mambo yata tiangasi tanya tati Nita etianga simao siang oyan ya mayan yang gaya tia tenaya sa iang aye lakataya tiana yang moye tanya lakatanya jaya dia anyang gaya sanyan inan ingaya lakatanya goa tima ye tanya gatina na jaya tanya gata joma ye samnang katiana ya saya nyanggoa Tenyangka isinganga tatiana asena nyangka tia anina die. Hey, hi, hey, Ia anya na atiana ese anya no namyo goa hai anya goya tiana ese tiana etiana anya goya tiana
comes, you can catch it. Like a surfer on the wave of presence, it moves through you. It moves as you. A wave of presence that brings you here now into this moment of your beautiful creation, your universe, your vibration, your truth. Welcome to this moment of being you. As the vibrations of the sounds move through the cells of your body and move into your aura. Feel the energy field of your own presence surrounding you, loving you. Holding you in the greatest light and the greatest love. Welcome home. Thank you so much for your presence. Not just here in this shared moment, your presence here at this time on this beautiful planet. For when we come together in a loving space, in a loving frequency, then we change the world. So thank you for bringing your loving presence here and always. Thank you. Thank you. Mm. 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 Thank you for your beautiful messages. If something comes up you'd like to share with us, our email is love@purelovefrequency.com. Please feel free to write to us. It's always nice to hear from you.
May you bask in the rivers and oceans of thank yous. Thank yous, thank yous, thank yous, thank yous, thank yous.
Mahalo. Thank you.
So much love to you.
So much love. So much love. Blessings, blessings, blessings.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. We'll see you soon.